If you're ready to make a budget, I've got a simple budget that can work for anybody, and I'm going to build it right here in Google Sheets. As long as you know your income, your basic expenses, and have some savings goals set up, you can make a budget and get started right now. I've helped hundreds of people get set up with a budget that works for their financial situation. Whether that's with a simple budget template, a YouTube video that walks people through how to make a budget, kind of like this one, or more intensive services where I just make a budget for people based on their specific financial situation. And if you want any of those paid services, you can check the link down in the description. Okay, we've got our blank spreadsheet here, so let's get started up at the top. I like to start here in column A, row 2, and I'm going to type in income. Underneath that, we're going to do expenses plus savings, because I like to treat savings like an expense, because if I plan for my savings and I treat it like a bill or an expense, I know that I'm going to save money every month instead of wondering if I have any money left at the end of the month. And then net income. And we'll come back and do all of these simple formulas later. Right now we're just going to get the format started. Next up, we need to track every single month as well as our expected expenses. So we're going to start here by typing normal expenses. You type expected expenses there if you want. I like to use normal. And then we're going to type in the months of the year. If you type in January or Jan, you should be able to click and drag this little blue dot over till we get to December. And we gotta go one more, and it just keeps it abbreviated for you, which is super nice. I'm gonna center that for formatting's sake, and now we are ready to get started. I'm gonna type in income because we're gonna start with our income. And I'm gonna center that also just for formatting purposes. For this, you just type in the name of your incomes, your job. You can type in job 1. I'm a teacher, so I can type in teaching income. I am also a bartender, so I can type in bartending. Whatever your jobs are or your incomes, list those there. And once you've listed them all, you're going to type in total income. We've got our first formula, everybody. Here it is. It's nice and simple and easy. We're going to type in this total spot here, equals, we're going to type in sum, left parenthesis, and then what we're going to do is we're going to click this B7, is what I've got, and drag down so it's covering all three of those income cells, and close parenthesis and hit enter. Okay. And it should automatically calculate, and we can test it right now. We can type in $1,000 for job 1, $2,000 for teaching. You can see it automatically calculates. One thing you might have noticed is that it doesn't calculate it as money or currency. So we're going to fix that. In this little space between 1 and A, if you click that, it'll highlight your entire spreadsheet for you. And all you're going to do is click this Format as Currency button. And that will automatically format any dollars or any numbers as currency now. And we can come back in and add all of your normal expected expenses and income later. Right now we're just going to do all the formatting and come back in and add our dollars later. All right, next up is going to be our savings. We're going to center this. I like to put savings towards the top of my budget just to remind myself that it is important that I save money and it is one of my goals and priorities. And when you plan to save, you're more likely to save money for the things that matter most to you. So a few sinking fund categories or savings categories that I like to put in every budget that I make is an emergency fund. I like to go on vacation, so we're going to put vacation, new house, new car. We can do holiday savings. I'm making this video in January, so we just got through a holiday season. I like to save money every single month, so when I get to the holidays, I already have the money there and I don't have to stress out about going into debt over holidays. If you have kids, kid activities could be a great one. So if you're signing kids up for sports or swimming lessons or things, you can just save money every single month so you know you have it there. I'm going to stop there with our savings. I'm going to type total savings. We're going to use the same formulas we did for our income. We're going to hit equals and sum, left parentheses, and I'm going to just highlight and drag the columns or the cells that I want that to add up. And it will add up for me, and I can test it by adding in money, and it should add up. And the idea is that you'll save that much money every single month and transfer it to savings. Pro tip here, use automatic transfers so that money just goes into your savings without you needing to do any manual input on it. Now we've got our last section in this budget. Again, this is meant to be a simple budget, shouldn't take a lot of time to set up, and we don't need to make it more complicated than it needs to be. So our last category is our expenses. I'm going to once again center that because I like the formatting of it. All right, and now we're going to start typing in all of our expenses, all of our bills. If you want to put all of your bills at the top and all of your flexible expenses underneath that, do it however you want. Like, it's your budget. Set it up that way. And you can pause this video, or you can use any of the ideas that I'm typing in as expenses. I'm just using things from my budget or things that are pretty common in a lot of people's budgets. We got mortgage and rent. We got heat. Let's capitalize that. We've got heat, water, internet, phone, Netflix. Maybe you got HBO Max or other streaming services can go in here. Daycare or childcare. Maybe you have diapers, wipes, add in some more kid expenses. If you got kids that are old enough to get an allowance, maybe you've got a YMCA membership. These don't have to go in any rhyme or reason or order. As long as you like where you put them, you can reorder these however you want. I'm just adding things as they come to mind. One exception to that is I would put like all of your debts together. So if you got credit card debts or different loans on there, I would put all those kind of in the same section, or try to group things based off of category. But honestly, it doesn't matter. It's your budget. Put things in however you want. Gas, we got oil changes, vehicle repairs, groceries, dining out, toiletries, household stuff. I like to put household in our budget. Household kind of encompasses a wide array of things. This is going to be if we are doing anything that kind of goes in the kitchen, any laundry, any soap, any detergents, toilet paper, paper towels, all of those kind of fit under this household umbrella in my budget. But you can categorize that however you want. Pet food, pet meds, that gives us under medical, prescriptions, that's prescriptions, credit card, 1 credit card, 2 credit card, 3 student loan, 1 student loan, 2. As you can see, you can just add in all of your expenses in here. If you've got investments in retirement, if you've got life insurance that you're paying for, you can put those in here. So we're like a Roth IRA, a 401k, any hobbies you have. So if you're into scrapbooking, maybe you're in a photography class, maybe you do rec volleyball, whatever expenses you have, you're just gonna put them in this big long list. Again, if you want to categorize them out, I've actually got a budget template down below that you can buy, and it's got things that are already kind of sectioned out into categories. It's color coded, it's formatted, and it's got all of the things you need for your budget. If you're someone who likes the different categories instead of one long list of expenses, that might be a good route for you to go. So now I've got all my expenses in here, or as many as that I can think of right now. So I'm going to type in total expenses. Okay, and I'm going to use the same formula, equals sum, left parenthesis. I'm going to start at the bottom this time and go up. Doesn't matter which way you go, so I can get all of these. All right, close my parenthesis and I head it in. There we go. So I've got all of my expenses, I've got all of my savings and all of my income. I've got a couple more formulas to put in, and once I've got all the formulas put in, I'm going to show you how to apply all of those formulas for every single month and not just your normal expected budgeted amount. So our income is going to equal sum. It's going to be the same. I'm just going to highlight these three just like down below. It's going to be my income. My expenses plus savings equals, right? This is going to be a more of a customized one. I'm going to do a left parenthesis and I'm going to click on my total savings. I'm going to hit plus. I'm going to scroll down to my total expenses and right parenthesis and close that. And then I'm going to do my net income is going to be equals my income minus my expenses. Boom. Okay, so now I can test this out to see if I've accurately put in these formulas. So if I type in some things here, it should start populating up at the top automatically for me. I'm going to do one formatting thing so we can actually freeze this top section to the top, so no matter how much we scroll down, we can always see it. All right, so if we go to right here, I believe, and we're going to go to format, just kidding, we're going to go to view, we're going to go to freeze, and I'm going to do up to row 5. So that means that everything row 5 and up is going to stay there, and that is exactly what I want. So I can see my months and all my expenses. Beautiful. Okay. All right. And as I go down here to my mortgage, we'll do that. We'll just start typing in numbers. So we can see that we've got our total income, our expenses plus our savings. Subtract that. That is our net income. That's exactly what I want. So how do I apply this across my budget for all my months? Okay, I'm going to highlight these three because these all have formulas in them, and I want those formulas to apply to every month. So I'm going to click on this little blue arrow or arrow, circle, just like we did for the months, and that should apply that same formula all the way across. And I can test that. Actually, I'm going to do that for all of these. So total income, we're also going to apply that across. Total savings. And lastly, where are we at? Total expenses all the way across. And now I should be able to test that. So we're going to just do 1,000, or I guess 100, 2,000, 1,500. Okay, that's going up top, just like I want it to. Everything seems to be working just fine on here. Okay, beautiful. My formulas are working. I like that. The next part of your budget is to add in your expected amount that you'd pay for each of these budget categories every single month. And some of these are going to be really easy. They're bills or they're your income. And if you have a regular income and you have bills that stay the same every month, you just type in that amount. So for your expenses that are more flexible, like groceries or dining out, you can estimate for right now. Okay, and then as you start using your budget, you can see actually how much you spend in each of those categories. And then you can adjust your budgeted, your normal month amount to reflect a more accurate representation of your spending. So in order to add in your expected normal monthly budget, all you're going to do is go down column B and add those things in here. Change this to 500. Go down for your savings. This is how much you'd like to save for these things each month, ensuring that you have enough income to cover it and so that you're not going negative just to save money. Any amount that you save is worth trying to save, even if it's $25 a month. If you can only do $25 a month for a new car or $25 a month for holiday spending, put it in there, set up that automatic transfer, and that will build up over time to eventually have a lot more in savings than if you didn't do anything at all. Again, you're just going to go down in all of your expenses. You're going to add in your estimated amount, your budget amount. You can always increase or decrease any of your flexible budget categories at any time. A budget is meant to be flexible to reflect your priorities, your goals, and your values. So if your values and goals change, your budget should change to reflect that. Okay, at this point, you have a very functional working budget. You can use this to budget all of your expenses and your income and your savings every month and track your spending and trends throughout an entire year. So for all intents and purposes, this budget is finished and ready to go, ready to use. But if you're like me and you want your budget to look just a little bit prettier, you might want to do some formatting to make it look nice. One of the things I noticed right away is I don't like how like December kind of trails off of the end over here. I don't really like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of these cells, and you then do this. It should make all of them the same size. So I'm going to do that. So I like this better already because it fits on one page, everybody. I don't have to scroll right to find my stuff. Okay, here's the formatting that I like to do on my budget. My income is making money. I like to highlight that. I'm going to use fill color. I'm going to make it some shade of green, whatever shade of green you want. Expenses and savings is spending money. That's money going out. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to make this light shade of red. And then my net income, maybe I'll make it the same shade of green. Probably should. Same shade of green. Okay. Income. Again, this is a category I'm going to make green. I like that. Again, this is formatting. This helps my eyes visually track things a lot better. I don't think that's quite the same shade. That's okay. Savings. I'm also going to make green though because it is saving. Like it is saving money, and that is a good thing. I'm going to put this one as to green as well. All right, down to expenses. Expenses to me, we're spending money. I'm going to make these red. I'm going to make them the same red color. Scroll down here and make my total expenses column red, okay? This is simple, easy formatting. You can do whatever formatting you want. You could make this format like this a darker red, and then everything underneath it like a lighter red, like that. You can make this the darker red too, if you wanted to. We can make all of these a lighter shade of green. We could do our normal month of expenses. We could do maybe like a nice shade of gray. See if we can get the same shade of gray. Nope. And now that you've got a budget that prioritizes saving money every single month, you're going to want to check out this video to set up a sinking fund spreadsheet so you can track all of your individual savings goals in one spreadsheet.